anyway, it was thought to be gambling. But the and actually it is. What can I say? Today, I brought a different menorah, and I have to tell you a little story about the menorah. I did bring a couple of the others. Last year, I used this lovely menorah that is all the women of the world, and it's a museum menorah. I had gotten from Williams-Sonoma. They had this menorah, which is the dreidel. Those are dreidels. And that's kind of cute. You can come up and see that. But I do have a story to tell about this year's Hanukkah. I hired someone near the beginning of the year to help me organize my things, because since 1996, I've accumulated many, many things, and I had quite the mess going, and I still do. But the police aren't after me, right? So, when I was gone, because I'm using my money in my lifetime, that's what I decided to do. I took my twin sister on a luxury cruise through Italy. And while I was gone, in April, and while I was gone, the organizer, house cleaner, organized my living room and boxed everything, and couldn't figure out where she put it all. So I was facing having zero for Hanukkah. Zero, nothing. Anything you see here, zero. My sweet twin sister went to a store in Tennessee and bought this menorah, these, some of these little bags, and then I got the energy to go into my front bedroom, which was supposed to be a Christmas bedroom, and it is still piled up with things. And I went with great difficulty, because I don't walk really too hot, but at least I was able to surf the bed and go around the bed, unearth a whole bunch of boxes, and voila, all my Hanukkah was there. So we have an abundance of Hanukkah this year. And even though it was difficult for me, because I'm such a control freak, to accept the organizing, it started me on the road to organizing my own things. So she no longer organizes me. I do it. Oh. And that's pretty cool. Yeah, that is quite cool. So it wasn't a bad thing. I think that everything has a blessing. It was certainly a blessing. So the menorah is different. I think it's lovely. I was thrilled with it. My twin sister sent it, and like I said, some other things that would help me at least present Hanukkah to you, because it was so important to me. I have a large menorah, which many of you have seen. How many of you have seen that large menorah, the very heavy one? Not too many of you. I did unearth it and put it over my mantle, on my mantle, because it's very important to me. It's truly all the women of the world, and it was made in Israel. And it was given to me by somebody. You know, it's one of those random acts of kindness, which is something that I ask people to do during the holidays. I did a candle party when we had that wonderful candle store in Chico, and I loved that menorah, and I was going to buy it. And someone bought it for me, and I never have found out who it was. And so it really means it means so much to me. Well, it's sitting on the mantle because it's too darn heavy for me to carry. So I can't transport it. So the striking symbol of Hanukkah is the lighting of the candles of dedication. And there are two schools of thought. The Shammai, which says that all candles are to be lit on the first night, and then one diminished nightly throughout the 8 days. And the Hillel, which says that one candle is lit nightly for 8 days until all candles are lit on the 8th day. Today we're going to light them all because you're here and I'm here, and I'm not leaving the menorah. Now, I might leave it with Michael and Reverends Michael and Louis, but I'm not leaving the menorah at this point, because it really means a lot to me that my twin sister went to all that trouble to send all of these wonderful Hanukkah things, even though I found the rest of it. Today we're going to light the candles in celebration of light. The 9th candle, which is the blue one here, is the shamus, and it's set aside to do this. And Reverend Michael said that he'll do the honors as I read the 3 blessings. So we're ready for the blessings, Reverend Michael. And you can light the candles, and then I'll say the blessings. What you're going to do is light the shamus and light the rest of them.
From this.
Great,
Yeah.
that's perfect. And I hope they light because they're new. Sometimes it's difficult. Yes, let there be light. Yeah, and actually you usually use the shamus, but you know what, I want you to use that because I think it'd be better. Because you know what'll happen is they'll bleed. Probably, possibly. It's just easier. And once the candles are lit, I will say the blessings. And I'm going to say them in the transliterated version of the Hebrew, because as a child, even though I took Hebrew and learned it very well, I lost it. It's just like any language. If you don't use it, you lose it. And so I have to read the transliterated version, which is actually almost an English version, but it still is the Hebrew written in English script. I can no longer read Hebrew. I have no clue. Thank you, Reverend Michael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushenu b'mitzvotav v'tzivyanu lahadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Blessed be you, O Lord our God, King of all space and time, who makes us holy through his commandments and commands us to light the candles for Hanukkah. That would be the blessing that would be said on the first day, and since there's a controversy, we're saying it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asu nisim aluternu bayamim hahem hazman hazeh. Blessed be you, O Lord our God, who worked miracles for our forebears in those days at this very season. And the last blessing is, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehekianu v'kimano v'higiano lazman hazeh. Blessed be you, O Lord our God, who has given us life, lifted us up, and brought us to this season. Hanukkah reminds me of God's light, and we need to let our light shine through us, because when that happens, miracles occur. Just like Hanukkah, we illuminate and shed light on others, and I know that we all do that in our own way. And it helps us confront events, like this little event with the leg, with courage and dedication, and the determination to get shoes on, which I was able to do, amazing. And dedication to bringing peace in the world. That's the most important. I want to thank all of you for being here, sharing this special tradition of Hanukkah, and for taking a taste of the potato latkes, which I did prepare with love, and that will be after the service. And it's great, it's with great love that we say together, L'chaim. L'chaim. To light, life, love, and peace. And I would ask you, if you like, to come up here, be careful of the candles, and come and see some of the Hanukkah decorations, because I think they're really, really lovely. I love my tradition. I love being able to share it with you, and this is a true honor for me. So with that, I close, and I wish you the joys of this season, light and love.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maxie. We all have our traditions.